General Motors GM said on Monday that it will sell Opel and Vauxhall, which are the two European brands it has owned since the 1920s, to French automaker PSA Group. CEO Mary Barra and other executives pointed to Brexit and the changing geopolitical landscape as a major part of the reason for the sale. Over the past 17 years, GM has lost $22.4 billion in Europe, but those losses have been narrowing, and the company says it would have been profitable in Europe last year for the first time since 1999 outside the Brexit. The risks posed by political uncertainty in Europe outweighed the potential to turn a steady profit in Europe, GM President Dan Amanam said in a call with investors early on Monday. So far, most of the impact on car sales has been due to devaluation of the British pound versus the euro since the Brexit vote. But concerns are mounting about the increased cost of production once the UK leaves the EU. GM had already pulled its Chevrolet brand from Europe 3 years ago in an effort to stem losses. And it actually had reached a deal once before to sell Opel in 2009 as it prepared to file for bankruptcy, but pulled out for the deal that with the hope it could turn around its prospects in Europe. And GM's relatively weak position in Europe shows no signs of turning around. Opel and Vauxhall have only about 6% of the market, down from 9% in 2000. And from stories around African countries, President John Magufuli has directed Tanzania electric supply company TANESCO to disconnect power to all defaulters owing huge sums, including the Zanzibar government. The president said all public institutions should clear their debts or be disconnected. He said the government of the semi-autonomous archipelago through Zanzibar Electricity Corporation ZECO owes TANESCO about $121 billion, which is about $54.1 million. President Magufuli's directive comes 4 months after the country's Parliament's Public Accounts Committee (PAC) gave the government a 6-month ultimatum to pay tens of billions of shillings owed to TANESCO. The total debt was then about $56 million, with ZECO and the union government owing about $38 million and about also $18 million respectively. Rwanda opposition political Bernard Ntaganda has gone under a hunger strike until the Rwanda Bar Association (RBA) admits him back into legal practice. Mr. Ntaganda, founder of the party Social Imberokuri, which is vowed to camp at the office of the RBA until he is cleared to join the legal body to continue practicing as an advocate. Mr. Ntaganda had been a practicing lawyer before joining politics in 2010, vowing to participate in the 2010 poll against President Paul Kagame. He, however, fails to have his party registered, and his utterances got him in trouble later. He was arrested in June 2010 ahead of the August presidential polls for allegedly making remarks that propagated ethnic divisions and threatened state security. At the same time, a breakaway faction of his party led by Christine Mukambwani was registered. In February 2011, Mr. Ntaganda was sentenced to 4 years in jail by the High Court after he was found guilty of organizing an illegal gathering, threatening state security, and inciting ethnic divisions. He was also fined about $121. The sentence was upheld by the Supreme Court in 2012. He was freed in June 2014 after completing his sentence. We'll go on a short break. More news when we return.